Okay. Thank you, everybody. Finally, I'm here in Chicago. It's a long trip, as you know. So I traveled from Amsterdam, Paris, and then Chicago. More than 24 hours, 30 hours to get there. Well, I'm finally here. So I enjoyed that many people are here and also remotely to assist my session. And so let's start. So then the main topic of this session, as you know, is the Abab2Xlsx. That is a tool to generate professional Excel directly from Abab. So this is the agenda that I've set up for this session, and let's start for a brief introduction of the Abab2Xlsx. So this is the ID of the Abab2Xlsx. It was born on July 2010, so it has 1 year. And let's see the numbers of the project. So the project is the most viewed blogs on the 2010 on the SCN community, and actually is the most popular project on the Code Exchange, SAP Code Exchange platform. And it has at the moment about 2,500 downloads. So there are a lot of people that are already using this tool. And on SAP Code Exchange, there are more than 150 project members registered and 9 active developers that assist me to develop new features and to correct any bugs that other people will see will find on the tools. So where the Abab2Xlsx is available only on SAP Code Exchange. So if you want to try the Abab2Xlsx, is free and is available on this URL. You have it. And just to anticipate something, is compatible with all the major Office tools like Microsoft Excel, LibreOffice, OpenOffice, and any others we have. So which is the goal of the Abab2Xlsx? The main goal is to create rich Excel directly from Abab without any external plugin, any external stuff. So we create directly from Abab pure Excel without any limitation. So the problem space. This is a little bit story. So the main customers, when I go to the customer, the main thing that they ask for is to export in Excel and to import Excel into the system. So this is the task that the customer asks us to frequently to achieve. So this is the main task. So people want to operate in Excel either in output or in input. So this is the problem space of the Abab2Xlsx. What the Abab2Xlsx want to solve with you. And the result, this is a simple result. We obtain a fabulous output that can be that the user appreciates so much, and we will see after how this output is useful for the user, and which are the feature that the output will have. So another story, and customer asked me also to use the Excel as a form, not only a table with input, with data, but also a form like, let's say, like an Adobe form. So the user can send this form in Excel to other sales representative, for example, or external users. The users outside complete the form and then send back to the system, and we register the Excel into the system. So this is the result we obtained with the Abab2Xlsx. So, which is the current situation for the exporting tools? So we have the standard solution that use extensively CSV or HTML, HTML, and so on. But these tools have some limits. So, for example, depends on SAP GUI or WebImpro. They are already built in on the LV, for example, but they can export all in this format. You can choose. You cannot choose any feature, any layout. They are limited, and also they cannot easily can be sent via email, for example, because they are online with the SAP GUI, so you cannot send by email so simply. You have to build your report, use the standard function module, but you have to produce only CSV. Other solution, for example, in 2006, Sergio Ferrari, SAP mentor Sergio Ferrari, proposed another solution, for example, to create HTML, not the HTML what we know, but real HTML. So the tag are the HTML tags, and this solution provide has the possibility to add to the Excel fonts, styles, colors, and so on. But as already some limits. For example, you can have only one workbook, you have no conditional formatting, or every other advanced feature that Excel can provide to us. And one of the most important things that the HTML extension is not natively associated to the Excel. So the user have to right-click, open with, and choose the Excel to open these files. Other solutions are, for example, the OLE technology. So SDN contributors suggested for many years to use this technology to produce Excel. This is a good technology because you can use most of the features that Excel provides, but as a very big problem it works only online. It works only in a dialogue process. You cannot work with the OLE technology offline in batch. So if you want to send an email attachment with the OLE technology, you have to do online in a dialogue project. You cannot schedule a job or something like that. And also is SAP GUI dependent and platform dependent. So you have this limitation. So we have these three technology. This is the technology we have used since 1 year ago, and the question is, which one do you prefer, or you have preferred? It's not simple to answer this question, because you are in the past you choose a technology in base of the output you want to produce. If you want to send in a batch process, maybe you have choose the CSV. If you want to produce a better Excel, you choose the OLE technology. So you have to choose one of the technology. You have not all the feature that all the technology provide. So which one I prefer? I prefer this one. This is Abab2Xlsx Inside, full optional, unlimited miles. So this is a great technology. So many people say that love this car. So I love to. And so this is the feature, the essential of this Abab2Xlsx. So let's see deeply what Abab2Xlsx offer to us, and the limitation that can cross over with the Abab2Xlsx. So the old scenario is this. From the SAP GUI, you request an export, you have a CSV, you have a user reaction with this CSV. People is annoying in front of this output, and the main thing thinking is it is so difficult to make an analysis on this data. He has to know Excel formula, he has to make aggregation, sums, and so on. What is the Abab2Xlsx scenario? You request an Excel, you get an Excel something like that. We will see better in the other slide this kind of Excel. And the user reaction. The user is happy because he just sees a green light and he knows that he reached the objective. He has not to make sums, he has not to make aggregation, also no. He has lights, for example, or strings, but he has a lot of features. He has all the power of the Excel that can makes a lot of work from him instead. So Abab2Xlsx, as I said, was born on 2010, was released on July. I started to work with Abab2Xlsx in June, and is based on the OpenXML standard. And basically Abab2Xlsx is a framework that produces Excel directly from Abab without any plugin, as I said. So you have your SAP GUI, you have your Abab stack, and you can produce Excel to use for every kind of feature you want. OpenXML, just some story of the OpenXML, was developed by Microsoft in the 2000 and has been standardized in the 2006. So is a standard for the Open Excel, Open spreadsheet, and is compatible with most of the platform, for example Linux, macOS, Windows, and also with the major platform the customer are using, for example Microsoft Office, OpenOffice, Google Documents, also Lotus, and LibreOffice. So we have no limitation about the tool that the customer is using. And I will anticipate in this occasion that we have already provided also the possibility to create from Abab Excel directly on Google Document. So we have not to upload from the Google interface, but we can from the Abab stack directly upload the document on the Google Document site using the OAuth technology. So we have not to do anything. We can publish the Excel directly on Google Documents, for example. But which is the main feature of the OpenXML? Why the OpenXML is so powerful and give us the possibility to produce Excel directly from Abab? Because OpenXML is basically a zip file with several XML with a structure. So we can see in the image, we will see on the system after, there is a structure, for example some directories and some XML. So we produce XML, we create XML, aggregate XMLs with together, and zip this XML and produce an pure XML. So we have not to do any dirty work or something like that. We have all the stuff on the Abab already. So we have the zip class, we have the XML class, so we have all the stuff we need to produce an Excel. Oh, well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, why XML? So, let's try to go for kind of Olympic Games with the SEN technologies. So the first contender is the CSV. Unfortunately, the CSV is very sad because he has nothing to propose us. So maybe he will be the loser. Let's see the HTML and the MHTML. So he's a little bit upset, but he has something to give us. So for example, size, images, external link, formulas, and so on. Let's go on with the other contender, is the OLE. And the OLE gives us a lot of feature, and he's happy about that because we have column merge, we have external hyperlinks, text alignment, table styles, and so on. We have a lot of properties with the OLE technology. And then we have the Abab2Xlsx. Abab2Xlsx is cool because he has a lot of feature. And the most important feature that I can show you in this slide is the batch support. This is really important. And also the Visual Basic for application support. So we can produce from Abab, directly from Abab, VBA script. It's not correct what I said, but we can create XMLSM. So Excel macro enable file that runs with the VBA technology. So we have also the possibility with the Abab2Xlsx to export in CSV. So we don't need to change our program to create CSV. We have some writers that export in CSV, in XLSX, in XLSXM. So we can create one report and export in several formats. And we have opened this these features to develop to other kind of writers. For example, as I said, we have the writers to Google Documents. Is another kind of writers. So we have the same Abab that produce several Excel in different formats without changing anything, basically anything. So let's see who is the winner for this Olympics, and it's just in my opinion, is the Abab2Xlsx. So we have the old woman, the CSV, let's try to, but we can't. And we have the other technology. So the winner, I suppose, is in my opinion, I repeat, is the Abab2Xlsx. So now I would like to show you short demo on the system of some reports, how we can create Abab2Xlsx Excel, and how to, and some example that community members provide to us just to show something. So let's log in another system, for example. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it's work. So with the Abab2Xlsx Excel.
Can you make your screen, that first portion of the screen, just a little
Yes, how can I give this?
full screen?
Yeah, I have to do in this one.
Yeah, just click full screen.
Okay, full screen.
There you go.
You got it?
Thank
Okay. Excel. Demo Excel. So. Okay. So we provide with the Abab2Xlsx framework with the package you download from the Code Exchange. The package you download is essentially a SAP link. So you download the SAP link and upload to your system. It's very simple. There is nothing to install if you have already the SAP link. What? Yeah, in the Abab system. The SAP link is another tool, you know. I don't know if you know another tool you can install on your Abab system. What?
What's the minimum ABAP version that?
Well, we're supporting the SAP Basis 7, but some people on the code exchange adapted the code for early release. For example, we run Abab2Xlsx also in the 620 and the 640. You have to adjust some code. There are the instruction on the code exchange how to adjust the code, but we will see how to adjust also if you are interested for that. There is a how to make Abab2Xlsx compatible to the older system. So we provide a lot of demo. Every feature we have implemented come with a demo. And we have this report that collects all the demo we're providing with Abab2Xlsx. So if you want to implement a feature, just have a look on a demo, and you have the code you have to use. You have just to paste and copy the code, and we'll see. So for example, let's see the first demo we produce is the classical hello world. So I don't care about the how to get the work there and so on, how to have the path to save the file. We don't care about that, but just to the code we need to create a simple Excel. For example, we have this are about 12 lines, and these 20 lines are needed to produce an Excel. This Excel has a string with the hello world, the datum, the time, a link, and a string. We will see the Excel right now. And the important thing is that we produce this Excel without anything. For example, we run this report. We have this. Okay. So the report is created. If I look into my system, it was in this documents. Well, yeah. SAP work there, work. Oh well, where is the SAP work there? Okay. So for example, we have created this Excel right now, and this Excel was created with 11 line of code. So we have the hello world string, we have the date, the time, and also a link. This brings us to the code exchange homepage. The important thing is that all the dates, all the time, or for example the currency and so on, maintains the user preferences on the Abab system. So we read the Abab system preferences, and we have all the preferences that the user has. But we can change these preferences. So we can change the format. I don't know if I produce this report with a batch user that has the point for the date, but I want to send this Excel to other users that use the slash as a separator. I can force this kind of output for the Excel. So I'm completely free to create the Excel in the format I want.
They're taken from user formats, so user settings.
Yeah. It's the user set some settings we get from the SU01. So we had that. Without that, do anything. In the report, I didn't do anything. For example, I said that this field is ASCII datum. The Abab2Xlsx understand that this is a date field and format the date field with the user preferences. So we have tried to make the developer work very simple. But you can also force, for example, this kind of field as a string. You are able to do everything. For example, we can go ahead and, for example, another demo is the Excel02 that use the styles. So introduce the styles. So, okay, we can jump all the stuff as before. So we can create styles. For example, with 3 lines, we can create a border dark styles. OHL with the border, a bordered styles. For example, a border light with the gray color, or for example, a style with bold, italic, in Arial, and red. So we create this kind of classes that has each class has a GUID, and we associate the GUID of the styles to the cell. So when we create a cell, for example, I said on the column C, row 3, I write bold text and associate the style bold that I created before. If I run this demo, for example, I can have several styles. For example, text in Calibri, Arial, already Calibri, Times New Roman. I can the other feature, for example, we have the column freezing, so the header is freezed. So go on with the more complicated example, and we have some example for well, let's say project package SDN TGP15 Inside Track. So I will show you some sophisticated Excel. This is our real cases we have already developed for some customers, and also our cases from other community members that submitted to the code exchange, just to have a look to what the community is doing with the Abab2Xlsx. For example, this is an Excel that is used for the payment, for the collecting payments. So this Excel is used also on device mobile to accept or reject the payments for the treasury. So we have a table with the main data, and then we have all the details of the payments we have to, and this is a formula that collects the data on the previous rows. We have an image, for example, we can have the company logo, for example, and this is a good example of output Excel. We are producing an output without anything else, but we have a very good output with colors and formatting. For example, we have other example for the community. For example, they publish it with the logo of the company, so I use the logo of the company. So this is a, I don't know, stock availability report, for example. But we have also another report with the stock availability, with all the shirt we have, with the size of the shirt. So we have a pretty output with in Excel. And another example is an order with the several colors, some data. This data is cancelled by the user, but we can see that we have a beautiful output with colors and very appreciable by the user, by the customers. And another example is a real example that we use Abab2Xlsx to produce Excel as a form. So we send this Excel by email, the user fill the data, and then send it back by email to the system. This Excel is very use most of the feature we have in the Abab2Xlsx. For example, we have well, not in this case. We have conditional formatting, so we have lights. We have read cell that are will change color in base of the the value of the cell, and we have string that change in base of the conditional formatting cells. We have data, times. We have also a module to complete, so we have some cells that are protected by input and other cells that have a validation for the input. So you have a drop-down list, you have to choose 0 or X. Okay, X. This X is update the formula, and update the formula also on the front page, and change this kind of lights. For example, for the is in Italian, I'm sorry. The Avancassa, this is a kind of KPI. So the Avancassa has an X, a red light for the, because we have not reached the score. Let's try to change the value for the Avancassa. The layout was chosen by the customer, so the freezing was chosen by the customer. Is not a limitation of the tool that he wants to. So let's put some X on the Avancassa, and we will see that the light turned green. And I didn't show you, but this string is different. So it said that the plan was not enough to submit the form. Now in Italian it says that the plan is enough. We can submit the form. But also we have a hidden sheet in this. Oh, I have to unblock the sheet. The sheet is blocked with a password. So this is done by caps lock. This is done by the Abab system. So you set the password. We have hidden sheet with several attributes. For example, the sender, the GUID of the Excel, for the protection of the form. This is a form. And so the user complete this form and use as a dialog process with the external user, sent by mail and received by mail. So this is a very good example for the Abab2Xlsx with a great output. For example, you have this cell change from red to green because we reached the. So let's go on with the presentation. I don't know the time because I didn't get the time before. So let's talk about the orchestration. You know, the orchestration is not that. That is another kind of feature, is the on-premise, on-demand, and on-device conception. So we can produce Excel for and respect the orchestration. Just we are ready, or we are going in the right direction for the orchestration. Yes. Let's see. On-premise, yes, we have on-premise from SAP GUI, from the business client. We can produce Excel. So we are on-premise. We are on demand, yes. We can produce a RESTful service, for example, and we can have with our REST service an output with an Excel. So we have, for example, in this case, a pop-up of the Internet Explorer. You want to open, save it, and we can use the URL to get to put some get strings to limitate the output. So we can produce a RESTful service. And on device, yes, we tried the Excel also in several devices, iPhone, BlackBerry, Android, and all the features of the Abab2Xlsx are standard feature of the Excel, so they works on all the devices, mobile devices. We works also on the iPad, obviously. And let's talk about the code exchange. You know, code exchange was released on last year on at TechEd in Berlin. I was in TechEd in Berlin last year, and Rui Nogueira interviewed me, and we had a talk about the code exchange and the project Abab2Xlsx. And as I said, Abab2Xlsx currently is the leading project of the code exchange with more than 150 members, and we are growing day by day. I suppose we are now at 165 members. So it's free. It's released under the NDLA license, Net River Development License Agreement. So you can use these tools. You cannot sell the tools, obviously. Stable released are distributed by SAP link files and also with a transport request if you want. But daily build is distributed only by SAP link. We produce a SAP link every time we introduce another feature, a new feature. And we have more than 30 demos available on the Abab2Xlsx. So you have all the features you have. Now a short demo of the code exchange, for example. So code exchange, we can see all projects on the code exchange, and I hope the Abab2Xlsx is here because one of the latest modified. I don't know if all of you have already joined on the code exchange, know the platform or not. It's something like the, let me say, the Google Code is a platform with when you can share your code, and we can collaborate, discussion, we can release many, we can have several releases, we can open issue, so we can manage the issue. So as I said, we have 163 members, we have several discussion, people asking for feature or how to implement a feature on the Abab2Xlsx, and we have also issues. Yes, we have also issue, and we can manage the issue. So we are working on the first release right now. The first release is the current daily build release. It's stable, the daily build, but we have several features. As I said, this feature is already completed, even on the code exchange is not marked as fixed. We will release this feature in the next days. I'm a little bit in late, I suppose. Yes, 53. I will stop the presentation, and I will give you this few minutes just for question or doubts or curiosity about the Abab2Xlsx. So maybe on remote or on site.
How do you get the information back to SAP, or is it just automatically doing that?
Yeah, it's automatically do it because we have also a reader class.
Okay.
So we can write the Excel, but we also read the Excel. So we have a reader. What?
The Excel has to be uploaded to the SAP system.
Yeah, you have to upload or send by email, or I don't know. You have to reach the SAP system. For example, let's see a reader demo. For example, reader demo. Okay. For example, 26. So we create GUI download. We save locally, and then we read from the path with a reader. To read the file, we use only these 2 lines.
Excellent.
We produce back the class we have created before, and we can write back into the system. It's the same Excel. So with 2 lines of code, you read back the Excel. And all the styles, all the colors, or the other stuff are maintained.
So all the GUIDs that you use for creating styles, can those GUIDs be reused? Like can I create a repository of all the GUIDs?
Yes,
use them?
you can create something like a repository, a class repository with all the GUIDs you need, all the styles, and you can use the styles. It's simple. In the project you said you saw before. Oh.
I'm pushing on the button.
Oh,
Hello?
you can't hear the question.
Okay. The question. The question was if you can create something like a repository of styles. So if you can create styles and maintain these styles on the Abab system and reuse for several Excel, several projects. And I suppose you heard my response. Okay. But on remote, there is any question?
Again,
Yeah.
you mentioned about the RESTful
Yes.
web services. So you wrap this Abab code into some kind of a remote function and then use RESTful web services?
Yes, it's your choice. No, so I repeat the question. So you have to create something to create a RESTful service, yes, you have to develop something.
Okay. So
Yeah.
BSP or whatever go for that.
Yeah, BSP or everything, you can choose the technology, and you use the Abab2Xlsx just to create the Excel and put it back.
Or you could call the same web service through XML maps on your extension.
What?
You can use XML maps and call the RESTful service directly.
Yeah, also. And just a short example of, because I like it, of
What are you showing?
Abab2Xlsx.
Oh, okay.
If I have it, let me see. Oh, well, it's not here. Oh, well. Oh, no, I didn't have I have to download. For example, I created, I don't know if I have enough time or no, or I have to quit.
Do you have any issues with the size of the data that's being passed?
The data?
The data size?
Data size? No issue.
Spreadsheet or?
Because we use the OpenXML, the spreadsheet produced are very little.
Okay.
They don't. So if you consider this Excel that has, I suppose, 7 sheets, several styles, suppose that there are 50 customers. We have an Excel of about 500 kilobytes. So we have small Excel, useful for the email, because we have a zip, XM zipped, so we have a very little file. Yeah, as Gregor said, data size is currently limited by the RAM available on the application server.
See, typically you have the iTab size, something that limits it, but is there anything in addition to that? Or is that just that's the only limitation?
What?
The internal table.
Usually like when you do it.
Yeah, the limitations. To create,
Yeah, I got it.
yeah, obviously. There is any other? Is also be important into substandard? Well, Gregor, maybe you can respond to this question. I don't know, but
Yeah, he said he was working with Google.
no. I want to because I suppose that this tool will be a great addition to the SAP system,
Oh, definitely.
and
It would.
I would like to work on. So let's see. And oh well, another pop-up.
You said you could upload these Excel documents onto SharePoint or something like that, right?
Yeah, no, not SharePoint, but on Google Code right now. We have created the plugin for
You
the.
just need some data. You run this program in batch,
Yeah.
which uploads it to SharePoint where they can just.
Yeah, you
don't
just
even have to email them or anything. They
Yeah.
just go to the SharePoint. And
exactly. You have only to produce the interface to SharePoint. So
because, most of the times the batch job's done using an admin ID, so
Yeah.
if they have access to post it onto the SharePoint, then you don't even have to mail it. Right? They have it.
exactly. And now after a very long trip, even to bed. To bed. If you know SharePoint can be accessed, please help us to provide an example. Okay.
Are you on Code Exchange?
I'm registered, but I haven't contributed now.
Maybe you can join the project. I don't know you are already joined on in the project or not.
No, not.
No, but you can join
Okay.
and suggest feature.
Sure.
So we are open to the feature about the from the community, because we're collecting the features, and if a feature is very requested, we try to implement or ask someone if want to contribute with the project. As I said, we are 9 contributors, So 9 people that want to grow and produce a better tool.
It's amazing to me. Yet another something for free, you know. SAP doesn't do stuff for free. But the community does.
Yeah, I believe in the community. I like the community, so. Any other? And everyone would like to work on the great ABAP object.
No, only enhance, not improve.
Yeah.
This was great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are very
Sorry
excited.
for my speaking because I'm really tired of Clap, clap, okay. Thank you, Luca. And thank you all from remote, Gregor. I see also Juve and Sergio, Fabio, and so on. I didn't see. So, thank you all from remote. Thank you all from here. And hope to see you on the Code Exchange.
I definitely.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.